Welcome everybody to tonight's show. Thank you so much for coming along on tonight's journey. Speaking of journey, no, had nothing. Oh, but thank you for coming on along tonight. We have just about 2 minutes left in the pre-show. There we go. And let me see if I can find it on my page. There we go. And share it out to all my peeps. Nice. There I am. Yay. If you didn't know, that's the Gabester and the Courtneyster. Can I say that? No, it's Courtney and the Gabester. How's that? Hi, Lindsay. How's it going? Tonight, we're going to talk about the mega bucks, mega millions. We're going to talk about winning all that money. What it would do, what it would mean to people, you know? So, yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little under a minute and a half left. Let's shoot that out. There we go. Nice. I'm all set up. I'm all ready to go. Yay. Nice. Take a little drink of water. Got a minute left in the pre-show. All came together. Salud. Ember, thanks for coming on board. Now we're just waiting for Kyle and Courtney and the rest of the fam. All the rest of the fam. I love it. So, yeah, tonight we're going to talk about that Mega Millions. Put in the comments as we go down tonight. Of course, give me likes, hearts, all that good stuff. But put in the comments tonight that you, yeah, you thought I was going to talk about Shark Week, but I didn't. No, you thought about the mega shark in that. Yeah, if anybody knows Amber real quickly, she is hooked into, there's Kyle. She's hooked on the Shark Week. So 24/7 in our little condo here. She is there by next Monday. She's going to be just toasted. So anyway. Hi, Kyle. All right. Let's get this party started. Mega Millions. What would it mean to you to get all that money? I think right now it's up to like 497 million, probably higher than that. Probably over 500 million tonight. But the big drawing is tonight. Someone might win. We're going to talk about that and maybe hit a few success principles along the way. Right after the intro. So, the Mega Millions, thank you, hold your applause, The Mega Millions is up to almost $500 million. Of course, now everybody, you know, hi Joan, hi Kyle, hi Lindsay, hi everybody. Tell me in the comments as we're doing this, as I'm doing my show tonight, tell me in the comments, what would you do with all that money? And I know you're going to get like half of it. So whatever, $250 million. What is there? Oh, I had $500 million. I only got $250 million. Really? What would you do with $250 million? You know? Or as we say, hi Courtney, as we say in the Camfield family, that's like Jack money. That'd be like walking around with Jack money, you know, Jack Camfield. So what would you do with all of those millions? First off, I'm going to throw a few success principles in here. First off, you got to take 100% responsibility, right? For winning that money. So we're going to take 100% responsibility we're going to go out and we're going to buy one of these tickets. Right? We're going to throw our $2 on the counter and we're going to get ourselves a ticket with the Powerball number and we're going to do all that stuff. Now, the other thing, oh, Kyle says I'd have one killer restaurant. There you go. Amber's going to take care of our family and then help Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. We're going to put up all solar. We're going to throw up tons of solar panels, and we're going to put solar roofs on everybody from Tesla. We're going to do all that stuff. They're going to be the first total solar country, if there's not one already. Total solar state or country or whatever you want to call it, whatever they are. Their territory, that's what they are. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, so tell me in the comments also, as you know, what would you do with that? But also tell me what you would take. You know, are you gonna, first off, you take 100% responsibility. You're gonna go out and you're gonna get yourself a ticket. You're gonna spend $2. There you go. $2, and you're gonna get yourself a ticket, right? So you get one of that. Now, do you choose your own numbers? Do you choose your own numbers, or do you just do that whole, you know, just give me a quick pick. Give me a quick pick for the Mega Millions. You know, you go up to the counter, you do that. Also, if I come up to the counter and I do that, I usually get thrown out of the place. Like, hey, mister, you're kind of weird. Get out of here. Happens to me in a lot of places, by the way. Side note. But that, all kidding aside, what would you do? First off, are you going to pick your numbers, or are you just going to do a quick pick and let them pick it? These are all decisions you have to make. Do you just get a quick one pick where it's $2 on the line, or do you spend, because I'm going to guess that there's probably a crew of people somewhere that are like, okay, let's put all our money together. We're going to go in there. We're going to spend $1,000 on, you know, Mega Million tickets. And that's going to, you know, our probability is going to be higher because we're going to have all these chances within there. And, you know, and who's going to hold all the ones, who's going to do it, you know, who's going to hang on to it. We see this all the time where it's like a whole bunch of people go in on getting it. They get the winning ticket, and then there's this controversy, right? Was that the winning one, or did I mean, a few years back, I think there was one person that was like, no, this was the one that we all chipped in on. This is the one that I did with my own money. Yeah, right. How do you prove that? But, so put in the comments, what would you do? Are you going to do a quick pick, or are you going to do your own numbers? Do you play your own numbers? Okay, Joan says, I would buy a big TV. Really? You need a big TV? A big TV, and take my first vacation and travel out west. Out west. So you're going to go somewhere around Cross Plains. That's my out west joke, right? Cross Plains, because I'm in Wisconsin by Madison. It's like west of Madison. Anyway, so do you get a bunch of numbers? Tell me that too in the comments. Do you choose a bunch of tickets, a bunch of chances, I should say? Is that what they call them, chances? See, I don't even play this stuff. Ember does this. I don't do it. So we have ours. Ember has ours. So Ember could just, you know, keep it all for herself. Lindsay would help orphans in Brazil. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. Joan would just get an RV and start traveling. I don't play, so I can't win. Lindsay, it might be worth $2. Just go get one chance. You know, at least hey, $2. And if anything, you donate it to something. I don't know. I don't even know where that money goes. Some goes to supposedly property taxes, but I never see my taxes go down. So, but that's all choices that you're going to make along the way. You're going to be in control of whether you win or not, right? We're also going to have a vision, and I'm going to come up to that one next, but we're going to also have a vision. So there's all these different success principles that we're going to put into play to win this money. So if we all have that vision of Ember winning the money, I guarantee you she will share some along the way. She's just that kind of a person. But if we all have that vision together, you're going to have more powerful chances of winning that. But do you buy multiple chances? Tell me that one in there. Do you buy multiple chances? And here's another question. So do you pick your own numbers? Do you always play certain numbers? Do you always play the same numbers over and over and over and over again? Because supposedly the probability would be better that way. if you play your own numbers, play the same numbers over and over and over, because eventually those numbers have to come up, right? Law of probability, it's eventually they have to come up. If you play every time and you use those same numbers, then you're going to eventually win, right? Might not be this time, might be the next time or something of that sort. But then you have all these choices along the way. And as you make these choices, that may throw the universe some vibes as far as whether you're going to be the winning person or not, right? Do you have the right vibe going on for this? These are all things you have to figure out when you're buying. It's not like you just go buy a ticket, you know, throw your $2 on the counter and buy that ticket. It's not that you just go buy that ticket and everything just kind of comes into alignment. You have to make sure everything's there. We're going to talk about that in a second. Kyle says, really cool fishing, a fishing boat, and spend every day on Lake Michigan. See, and I don't think I'd go on Lake Michigan. I love it, but it's just a little too big, too deep. Yeah. But that's from coming from a person that doesn't swim. So I'll stay with our little lake right over here. But that's very cool. Everybody has their own thing, right? Some people want to save Puerto Rico, like Ember, or the orphans in Brazil, like Lindsay, and other people, like my sister Joan, wants to get in an RV and just travel and see things that she hasn't seen before. Kyle, the restaurant, fishing. So you could fish, and then you could have the restaurant where you sell the fish, and you cook the fish, and you sell it to people. Maybe you could do that. Combine those two together. So yes, so your vision counts as something very important to this. So you made a decision, you went out, you threw your $2 down, you got the chant, you got your winning chance or your row of numbers, and whatever that's called, a chance to win, or whatever that row of numbers is. Tell me in the comments what that row of numbers is, because I have no idea. And then you're going to figure out the probability. So here's your probability chart, right? So you got this probability chart that's there, and I pulled this straight off the old internets. So you know what you have to do to win, right? And honestly, I have no idea if this is the right one or not. But it said Mega Millions, so I figured it was. But this gives you all the little things. So you have to get like 5 numbers in a row and the Powerball to get the big money, big jackpot. You can go down that whole thing. But if you get just the Powerball, you won $1. So what if you put out there as your vision, I want to win the Mega Millions? So then the universe says, okay, Mega Millions lottery. Dave wants to be a winner. So we'll just make him get the Powerball. And then I'm the winner. I got the one. I can't go to that exact one, but I got the one Powerball, and so I won $1. So that makes me a winner, right? But then you walk away with that ticket and go, I only won $1. I'm a failure. But it's what you asked for. So make sure you're clear on what you're doing on there, what you're playing for. So make sure you're clear on what you're articulating to the universe. Put it out there. And Joan, I'm going to guess that Joan, you probably played. Kyle, did you play? Did you play? Tell me in the comments, or give me a thumbs up, or do something there. Let me know. Give me some of those smiley faces. I love those little smiley faces and the hello buttons. Now we have it. Do you guys have those on your phone? Maybe it's just an iPhone thing. But you have all those smiley faces that you can shoot up in during the broadcast. But you gotta put your vision. You gotta align your vision with that goal. So you have to, like, the way to put a goal. Yeah, I love the smiley faces. Thank you. So you have to align your vision with your goal. So if your goal is to win the Mega Millions jackpot, on July 20, what is today? 24th, July 24th, at or before 9 p.m. I think 9 p.m. is when they do the drawing as far as Central Time. So I think it's East Coast time. So I think they do it at 10 o'clock East Coast, I think. I don't know. But they do that so it's like, say, so you got to put that all in alignment, right? So I'm going to win. I want to win, or I'm going to win the Mega Millions jackpot, full jackpot, on or before July 24th at 9 p.m. Central Time. And then now we can check that. So 9 p.m., they draw the numbers. Bam! Now you shot that out in the universe. If you just say, I want to win the Mega Millions jackpot, you probably will win the Mega Millions jackpot if you say that over and over and over again, but it might not be now. It might be later on. Might be in 10 years from now. It might be 15 years. It might be 50 years from now, depending upon when you... It could be the day before you pass on into the next session of life. Before you pass on, it could be the day before you win the jackpot and you're like, if I would have only had the jackpot money. So you got to be specific. Thanks, Kyle. I love the smiley faces. You got to be specific when you're putting that out into the universe, right? So what date, how much? Don't just say, I want to win the Mega Millions. Because if we want to win the Mega Millions, that could be the Powerball number, and that's $1, right? Isn't that $1? Is that what it says? Yeah. So you win $1. So you got to put that out there. You got to figure it out, and you got to make sure you're specific on what you're doing. And then you have that vision. Start feeling, that's why I said, what would you do if you won all this money? So start making your list. When I win the money, this is what I'm going to do with it. Start visualizing it. Start feeling that. That's what we do every day with our goals. That's what the success principles by Jack Canfield put into and ingrained in our souls. That's what you do with your goals. You start having a vision to go with the goal. So you're there, you're present, you're feeling it, you're doing it already. Even though it hasn't physically come to being right now, you're already doing it. You're already feeling it. So that's why you put that little vision with it. Hi, Jeanette. That's where you put that vision with it. So you're going for the Mega Millions. You went out, you took action, you took 100% responsibility. You said, I'm getting in my car, I'm walking down that gas station or that convenience store or grocery store or wherever you're going to get it from, and I'm going on there, and I'm going to buy my 2 tickets, my 2 chances, and I'm going to pick out those numbers. Or maybe you're just going to do the quick pick. You already decided that. You didn't wait till you got there. You decided all these things before you walked in the door, before you put your money down. And so you're already there. You already made that decision. You did that. So you go home and you take that ticket and you look at those numbers and you're staring at those numbers. And you're like, those are the winning numbers. Those are the winning numbers. I got the winning numbers right here. And that's the numbers. And you repeat them out. You're going to say it's 7, 17, whatever those numbers are. So you're going to say those numbers out loud. You're going to go there, and then you're going to think, okay, when I win the $497 million or whatever it's up, let's say 500 million. Let's just round it up. 500 million. Then I'm going to be at that press conference. I'm going to get that big check. I'm going to hold that check up and send there. And then how am I going to smile? Yeah, Jeanette says she would speak and coach full time. Bam! She's out there living the dream. And you'd stand there and you'd look at that and you stand and practice that in the mirror. Hold that big, maybe go make a big check or make one on poster board right now. Just make a poster board check and go to the pay to the order of Jeanette Paxia, and there you go. $497 million and sign it, hold it up and hold it in the mirror and then practice that, like smiling for the camera, because you're going to do those press conferences. Hey, so what was going through your mind when you're you start practicing those things because you're going to have that press conference. So now well, thank you very much for that question. I'd like to address everyone. First off, I'm going to be giving a good portion, almost 50% of my proceeds that I won. I'm going to be giving that to the government. Well, it's in the form of taxes, income taxes, that is, but I'm going to be giving that to the government. So I'd like to have them do something very good with that money. Maybe take all of that money that they didn't count on already and maybe give it all to Puerto Rico. That would be a great thing, and then get things done. Lindsay, that is what I would do, as well as work with the orphans to help them change their mindset and get, yeah, I can't see the rest. I got to see more. There you go. And not to be confused with Seymour Buns. That's a whole different person. But Seymour, it said on there. Mindset and get out of the funk that they have been for a long time. Yeah. Well, mindset's a huge portion of this. And that's what we're talking about here. Mindset, right? So you have your vision of winning that money. You have that vision of getting up there and you're going to, thank you, and do it. Practice that. Live it. Be it. Feel it. And that's going to make all of a sudden the vibration come faster to you, right? It is. It's so cool. But do it. So make your list of what you're going to do with it, what you're going to do with the money. Start playing with those ideas. Now, some of the things you might not do, and you might start out real outrageous because of things that you don't have in the material world. And it could be that you're going to, then all of a sudden settle down once you start writing all those things out, that you start thinking, well, you know what? Puerto Rico is not a bad place. Brazil, the orphans in Brazil isn't a bad place to put some money. Maybe I'll come up with a foundation. My friend Lindsay has that foundation going. So maybe we'll do a foundation, a worldwide foundation, and then we can take some money consistently. We'll invest that in some very conservative funds to generate some surplus of cash and keep it going, and then maybe we'll do that. So all of a sudden ideas start flowing, right? You start living this. You start thinking about, you start sitting up in your chair more. You start, strutting around the room a little bit more as you're practicing accepting that check, and then going on, having that press conference and what you're going to do with it, and then start making your list and you start feeling it. So let's relive this a little bit. So, $493 million. $493 million. It's probably higher than that now. This is a couple of days ago, so I just tore this off the internet. But $500 million. After taxes, even if they took 50%, you got $250 million. You're walking around with Jack Canfield cash in your pocket. And that's just a powerful thing. Now, some people are going to get that, as we see, there's, I think, a show on something about how I lost all my lottery money or some stuff. So, I mean, there's shows on that. So learn from those shows. You don't just go start blowing the cash, because you have to make sure you have a reserve of some sort, right? So you have $250 million. It'd be hard to spend all that money, I would think, but not really if you start, spending $70 million on a house or something like that. So got to make sure that you're within your range, because there's all things that come with those expensive homes, maintenance, taxes, all those good things. So make sure that you're doing it wisely and don't lose all of what you just earned, because you've been given a miracle. You've been given power to really help others as well as helping yourself, because when you're helping others, obviously you're helping yourself. But that's a big component of this. The power that you would have in your hands to help so many people that are out there. I know personally, I would start a foundation for single moms, because I think there's a lot of single moms that are put out there that just don't have a place to turn. And I would put out, I'd have these homes in different cities, and I would have it where the single moms can go. They're safe. It's secured building. It's going to be that you can go there, and then you don't talk about the address and all that good stuff, because some people are fleeing from abuse situations. Some people are different aspects of that. But in those homes, they would be given rent free. I thought this out myself. For many years, I've had this in the back burner of my mind. So they would be given rent-free for 6 months and up to a year. And during that time, they have to find a job. We help them do that. They learn all the skills that they are lacking. And if they have the skills, they can teach others. So balancing their checkbook, getting their accounting in order. But they have 6 months and up to a year to save money to then either move on to an apartment or to move on to buying a home, whatever it is. And then in the meantime, we provide them with everything else they need. So they have a safe place to live. They have classes that they can take that are available through there. They have classes that they can better themselves on and get a degree and all that aspect too. But they can, meals, all that stuff is all going to be provided. But it's all going to be a communal aspect where they all are going to be expected to do stuff there. It's not like you just move in and everything comes to you and we hand you your food and give you all that stuff. You're going to be, they would be, you know, the ones that can cook are going to be cooking. The ones that don't, then they're going to be, you know, doing the dishes afterwards, all that good stuff. So it's all a communal aspect and people helping people and building friendships along the way. And that is what my dream would be, because there's a lot of single moms out there that just don't know where to turn, don't know where to go. And that would be something that I would really embrace if I had Jack money. As I call it. So that's, yeah. So Drew, the biggest aspect though is what we've been talking about. One, you have to take action. You have to go and buy. You're thinking this is the way that you got to go buy one of those lottery tickets. You got to go buy a ticket. That's the only way you can start that. Start the wheels in motion. Then focus on those numbers. Take it home and just stare at those numbers. Repeat them out loud. Who cares? You're in your house. Who cares if you're saying them out loud? I mean, what are the dogs going to look weird at you? They already look weird at you. Or the cats or whatever you have. Parakeets, birds, whatever it is, you know. But repeat those numbers out loud. Look at them, stare at them. Then feel just feel it like, oh, these are the winning numbers. I'm winning. And you're staring. It's, oh my gosh, there it is. And now you got the winning numbers. And now you visualize getting up there and getting on the stage and all the camera flashing at you. And the reporters are like, so what did it feel like when you walked into that? What did you do? Well, I went in for a piece of pie that day and I saw the Slurpees were on sale. So I went over and I thought, I'm going to get a Slurpee. And then I thought, no, I'm down to my last $2. I think I'm going to go and get me one of those Mega Millions. I'm going to get a chance on that. I'm going to throw my $2 down on the counter and get my Mega Millions numbers. And that was what happened. And then I went home and she yelled at me because she wanted a Slurpee. There you go. But they're going to ask you all this. So practice that. Practice what your story is. Practice in the mirror. Who cares? No one hears you. Who cares? But visualize it. Feel it. What would it be like? And it's going to make it come to you even better. But make sure you're specific. You're going to win the Mega Millions jackpot. I am winning. I'm so happy and grateful that I won the Mega Millions jackpot on July 24th at 9 p.m. Central Time as they drew my winning numbers. And that's all you got to say. Feel it, live it, be it. And that's it. All right. Tomorrow night, I have a great interview with Marilyn Subtle. There's nothing subtle about her. So come on over there. It's going to be in here, Dave Stelma page. So Facebook's Dave Stelma, come on in and check that out. That will be live and interactive. I use BeLive for that, so you can ask your questions of Marilyn Subtle. If you don't know who she is, MarilynSubtle.com. MarilynSubtle.com takes you to everything about Marilyn. And Subtle is S-U-T-T-L-E. S-U-T-T-L-E. So MarilynSubtle.com. And we'll be back here tomorrow night, or I'll be back here tomorrow night to do that interview and answer any questions as they pop up. And hopefully I will be able to tell you how I won the jackpot. Actually, Ember won the jackpot, and now I have to bow down and massage her feet every night because of that. Deservingly so. Deservingly so. All right. Well, have a great, she's yelling at me right now. She's like, you owe me a foot massage. So have a great night. Hi, Molly. Bye, Molly. We'll see you later. You can check this out in the repeat. Otherwise, you can also check this out on YouTube. So feel free to subscribe on my YouTube channel, as well as, and that's where all the interviews and everything are kept. It's on my YouTube channel. So Dave Stelma, go to YouTube and Dave Stelma. Just search me in there and you'll find me. So subscribe on my YouTube channel and then like this page too, and you'll come back every time I have a video pop up. So we'll see you here next Tuesday and possibly tomorrow night with Marilyn Settle. See ya. Have a good night. Bye.
If you like this video, like my Facebook page or subscribe to my YouTube channel or find everything at davestelma.com.